Hey guys, HDvee here, and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got some pretty cool things to go over. Riddler has posted some more information. We also have some new rumors to go over regarding Pokemon Legends ZA, and then a few other events have been announced as well. There's a lot of things to take a look at today. If you're excited for the video, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. It really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way, let's get into the video, and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, let's see the latest information that Riddler has posted. So this was a tweet from Weird But Cool, basically just saying, you know, imagine if they didn't drop anything about Pokemon Legends ZA in the next Presents. We don't know when this Presents is going to be. A lot of people are expecting around August, because that's when we usually see one. But the kind of whole idea of this tweet is, you know, the joke that imagine we don't see anything regarding the next Pokemon game in the next Pokemon Presents. And we actually have Riddler kind of replying to a few comments in this sort of thread. So the first thing that he says is their focus this year is actually that app. So again, it just kind of, it makes it less and less likely that we are actually going to get any kind of Pokemon game this year. It looks like they are just going to be focusing on the Pokemon Pocket TCG app, which I don't think that app is going to justify no game this year. Like, it's very obvious that the TCG is absolutely massive right now. I think I saw a statistic recently that, like, it's like 40% or 50% of the cards ever produced for the Pokemon TCG were produced in, like, the last 5 years, which is just ridiculous. So, obviously, that there is a lot of demand for Pokemon TCG cards. But I think Pokemon don't understand the kind of difference between collecting the cards and actually playing the game. A lot of people that collect the TCG don't actually play the game. I, for one, love collecting the cards. I have no idea how to play the game. It looks exciting. It looks cool. I'm going to download the app. I'm going to hopefully enjoy it. But it's going to be very, very pay to win. You know, TCG games usually are, you know, you put money into the game, you get more packs, you get the better cards, you usually win more games. That is usually the idea of the TCG kind of games. Not just Pokemon, it's Yu-Gi-Oh!, everything like that. And so, yeah, this game is going to be heavily, heavily pay to win. So I'm assuming they're expecting all of the kind of massive outburst of wanting more TCG stuff to correlate with the sales that this game is going to have, and I just don't think that's going to be the case. I don't think people are going to pump money into this game to get better cards in order to just win more games online. I just can't see that happening, and I don't think they have a backup plan. You know, they're literally just dropping Pokemon Pocket this year, looking like that is the situation. I mean, it says their focus this year is actually the app, so that doesn't mean that they're not going to drop any information about Legends ZA. I don't want people to kind of think that because Riddler is saying, you know, their focus is the app, they're not going to be bothering about Legends ZA at all. I'm pretty confident they will drop something about Legends ZA. It's probably not going to have much in it. It's probably just going to be the starters, maybe a tiny bit of gameplay. That's probably going to be it. Maybe a new Mega Evolution at Worlds next month. But that's probably the height of the information we're going to get for Legends ZA this year, especially if it's going to come out late next year. Like, why would they show us a ton of information if it's not coming out for over a year yet? So, yeah, I just wanted to quickly go over that because it's just kind of more fuel to the fire about, look, there's no Pokemon game this year. Pokemon Pocket is all we're getting, and we just have to deal with it. It's a very dry year for Pokemon, and as much as that sucks, there's not really much we can do about it. Hopefully, next year is going to be massive, you know, Nintendo Switch 2, and also, you know, Legends ZA, stuff like that, and then hopefully some sort of, like, hint towards Generation 10 might start kind of popping up here and there. But either way, he obviously posted that. We have Yorodon here saying, man, that app can't possibly be that big. I'm not surprised that they would push it like this, but no way it'll be Next Go or anything worth hogging the whole year, which is very true. It's not going to be the next Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go was massive. It still is massive. Obviously, Niantic, not the greatest company in charge of it, but we can all kind of, I guess, agree that Pokemon Go, when it dropped in 2016, was humongous. You know, everybody was playing it. There's no way near going to be the amount of excitement for Pokemon TCG Pocket as there was for that. We then have Riddler saying, they treat this app seriously. I think I'll maybe give it a try when it gets released. So apparently Pokemon, like I say, they've got high hopes for this app. They're treating it seriously. It's going to be the focus of this year. And I'm, like I say, I think that they're expecting it to sell really, really well in terms of people putting money into the game. I probably will too, but I'll probably also drop it within a month or so. According to the intro, we have a daily pack to open for free, so it's going to be interesting. And again, I feel like Riddler has no information about this. You know, he's saying according to the intro and stuff like that, and all he knows is that they're taking the app seriously, but I don't think he really knows anything about it. Because he's saying, you know, just what we already know. Like, we know we're getting a daily pack for free and stuff because of what was dropped in the trailer. So either way, again, it's more fuel to the fire about no new Pokemon game this year. It's a little bit unfortunate. Moving on, we have some Pokemon Go stuff to quickly go over. We have HDvee here tweeting out saying, HDvee update, new information has been revealed for Pokemon Go Fest 2024 Global ahead of the event next week, including party challenge encounters, route spawns, and more. So this is kind of like the small updates and stuff. This is on Leak Duck. Basically, there's just some added stuff happening for Pokemon Go Fest next week. So grab your friends, new party play challenges exclusive to Pokemon Go Fest will be available to ticket-holding trainers. Work together with friends to earn encounters with Pikachu wearing a Sun Tiara and Pikachu wearing a Moon Tiara. Additionally, trainers that walk routes during Pokemon Go Fest Global will be able to encounter Duckler, Emolga, and Crabrawler more frequently. Of course, those are the Pokemon prominent in the different Go Fest locations. And then also party play is obviously going to be used for like raids and stuff. And that's just kind of like the extra information. The rest of it we already know about, it, like remote raid limits, all the Ultra Beast stuff, avatar items, the Umbreon and the Espeon stuff. Like, we know about all that. The main stuff is that basically during party play challenges, you're able to encounter Pikachu and Eevee wearing Sun and Moon tiaras, and also these Pokemon are going to be popping up more frequently on routes as well. As well as that, this whole kind of Google Play thing that we posted about the other day, that was only available for the US, now looks like it's rolling out to more countries. I've redeemed it myself, but this is HDvee here tweeting out saying, well, posting on HDvee saying, following its release a few days ago in the US, the Google Play partner research is now rolling out for players in various countries across the world, including the UK, Germany, and more. This appears to be a gradual rollout, but we don't have any further details at the time. And like I said, this is available in the UK. I've downloaded it myself. I basically just went into the App Store. You just have to use 10 Google Play points and you get the research. And again, if you're unfamiliar with the research, this is basically what you get. You get 3 Flabébé encounters, 3 Stunky encounters, 3 Dino encounters, and then you also get a Charcadet reward as well. And some other pretty cool things as well. It's only 10 Google Play points as well, which is, you know, not a lot at all. So it's definitely some cool research to redeem if you do want to. So that's the Pokemon Go stuff. That's the Riddler-Coup stuff. Let's move on to a rumor to finish off today's video. This was posted by Anonymous, or ZA Anonymous. It was posted on the 2nd of July, so a couple of days ago, and it's titled, Thirsty, Have a Beverage. So they posted it by saying, hi. Of course, this was posted on 4chan. You can obviously see it was on 4chan, so take it with a massive grain of salt. Most likely fake. If they're saying like thirsty, have a beverage, it's not the best way to title a rumor, to be fair, but either way, take it with a grain of salt. Let's see what they have to say. So it releases April 2025 alongside the Switch 2. For me, that's a massive red flag. I don't think the Switch 2 is going to be coming out April 2025. I mean, it could, but at the same time, I don't think Legends EA is going to be dropping with it. I think the announcement for the Switch 2 is going to be quite soon. I think it's going to be in September, and then I think the Switch 2 might drop like January, February, or something like that. Like, usually we get a Nintendo Direct in February, so maybe they just drop the console in February. They might even go crazy and drop it this year for like the Christmas sales. Again, highly unlikely, but I don't think that Legends EA is going to be dropping for the Switch 2 instantaneously at the same time. Like, this is a game for the Nintendo Switch. They've already come out and said that, and if it dropped with a Switch 2, it'd more or so be a Switch 2 game. Like, why would a Nintendo Switch game drop with the Nintendo Switch 2? Surely it just dropped for the Nintendo Switch. But yeah, I mean, April 2025, it could happen. We know we're going to get the announcement of the Nintendo Switch 2 by at least March 2025, should I say. So again, I still think that announcement's going to be like September or something, when we usually get a Nintendo Direct. And then, yeah, it could drop in February. But I just don't think that the game is going to drop for the Switch 2. A lot of people have kind of come up with the idea that this is a Nintendo Switch 2 game, and I don't think it is. I think it's going to be playable on the Switch 2 because of backwards compatibility, but I don't think it's going to be made for it. They might drop an enhanced version, you never know, but this is a Nintendo Switch game, not a Nintendo Switch 2 game. It very well could be the last Nintendo Switch game for Pokemon, because I don't think Generation 10 is going to be on the Switch. It's going to be on the Switch 2. But yeah, I don't think it's going to drop at the same time. There's going to be a trailer in August 2024, so obviously next month, which again, we're all expecting some sort of trailer, some sort of Pokemon Presents next month. The length is 3 minutes and 11 seconds long. So that is another red flag for me. I do not think we're going to be getting a trailer that's 3 minutes and 11 seconds long for Pokemon Legends EA. Personally, and I hope I'm not right, I generally think it's going to be like a minute trailer. I honestly think we're getting hardly anything this year. Like, you have to imagine, if the game's coming out late next year, if it's coming out November 2025, which, you know, Riddler is kind of hinting towards, why would they drop loads of information about it now? It's over a year until next November, and 3 minutes, that would be showing a lot of information. For me, I think they're going to show off the protagonist, I think they're going to show off the starters, I think they're going to show a tiny bit of gameplay with obviously returning Pokemon and stuff in the background, and I think that's it. I don't think they'll show more than that. Like, why do they need to? You know, there's no point in dropping loads of really cool stuff, because then what are they going to drop next year when they're actually needing to promote the game? Like, they don't need to promote it yet, because the game's not coming out yet. So why promote it now? So yeah, 3 minutes and 11 seconds I just do not think is the situation that we're going to be in. Again, I hope I'm wrong. It'd be cool to see that much gameplay, and I feel like we deserve that much gameplay because we've literally had nothing since it dropped since it was announced in February. But yeah, I just don't see that being the situation. The starters are Totodile, being water and steel. Another red flag. You know, if these starter Pokemon are going to be forms or regional forms, why wouldn't it just be the final evolutions, just like we got in Legends Arceus? I don't really see the point of giving the actual whole evolution line the different kind of forms and stuff. It makes more sense for the final evolutions to be given the forms, just like we got Hisuian Typhlosion, Hisuian Decidueye, and Hisuian Samurott. But either way, Totodile is apparently water and steel, Fennekin is fire and electric, and Snivy is grass and ground typings. Are the finals for each starter. Okay, I see what they mean. So, okay, fair play. So, for Alligator's going to be water steel, Fennekin's going to be, oh my god, what's it called? Braixion's evolution, Delphox is going to be fire electric, and then Superior is going to be grass ground. It also makes no sense either. Like, why are they dropping a Generation 6 starter and not the other? Like, that just won't happen. You know, they're not just going to choose one of the Gen 6 stars and pop that in. That's just so stupid. A cool starter trio, don't get me wrong. I would absolutely love that trio. It's just, why would they have one Generation 6 starter? That doesn't really make any sense. Lumiose City is under repair to modernize it for the next coming generation. So again, that's the first thing that sounds a little bit believable in this rumor. We are obviously working on the city, so that obviously makes sense. Areas around Lumiose City are called wards. For example, the first ward, the second ward, or the third ward. There are 6 in total, and each will unlock based on story progression. The story involves Zygarde and how its power can assist the city in moving into the new generation. So, I mean, I think we are going to have something similar to that. I think we're going to have, like, small wild areas plotted around the city that are still in Lumiose, technically. But that's where we're going to be finding wild Pokemon and stuff like that, and that's where they're going to be attacking us and everything, just like we kind of had in Legends Arceus in the different areas. So I think that's going to happen, but I think it's also going to be technically in Lumiose, which is why they've said the game takes place solely in Lumiose, because I just can't picture a random Pokemon running up to you and attacking you in a random city. You know, there's going to be, like, children walking by and stuff. Why are they going to be, like, why are they going to be random, like, Onyxes just attacking you whilst there's, you know what I mean, like, a mum's just walking her kid to the local, I don't know, to get her, like, a new hat or something, and there's just in the background an Onyx attacking the player. Just makes absolutely no sense. However, there is a group that is for this happening. That makes no sense. There is a group that is for this happening, and a group that doesn't want to see this happen. Okay, so there's a group that doesn't want to see the city kind of get modernized, and there's one that does. So it's obviously split into 2 different groups. Okay, that makes a bit more sense. Boss Pokemon for each ward are as follows: Lapras, which is going to be Fairy Dragon. Raichu, which is going to be Fighting Electric. I don't think we need another Raichu form. We've already got Raichu Cantonian form. We've also got Lowland Raichu. Why give us another Raichu? And Lucario being Ghost and Water. I mean, we already have, you know, same as Gyarados, we already have Mega Evolutions for these Pokemon. I don't think they really need a form as well. But either way, Lucario is going to be Ghost and Water. Gyarados is going to be Flying and Rock. Zangoose is going to be Steel and Dark. And then Absol is going to be Fire and Ice. Again, I don't know why there's so many Mega Evolutions there that are getting new forms. It doesn't really make sense. Additional Lumiose forms for Pidgeot, which is going to be Psychic and Flying, another Mega Evolution. Nidoking, which is going to be Dark and Dragon. Nidoqueen, which is going to be Fairy and Dragon. That would be really cool. I think we need Nidoking and Nidoqueen in a new game as well. And I think, you know, with French, like, royalty and stuff like that, I think it would make sense to have them in this game. Pangoro, which is going to be Grass and Rock. Noivern, which is going to be Dark and Fire. And then Mudsdale, which is going to be Steel and Dark. The interesting thing about this is, like, hardly any of these Pokemon keep their original typing. I think it's just Gyarados that keeps Flying type. I don't think anything else actually keeps their original typing, and a lot of the times these forms do keep their original typing. No, not every single time, but a lot of them do. And obviously Pidgeot as well being Psychic and Flying. Open world experience, teaming up with other players to take on ward boss Pokemon and complete missions for each ward is required. I mean, that's just stupid. Like, you can't have a requirement to have to play online on a game. I think that would be really, really bad. It's a single player experience, Legends games are, and I don't think they're going to be requiring you to play with other people online, because imagine if you don't have online, you just can't play the game. And I understand that, you know, PC games nowadays and stuff do just take place online. Fair enough. But for the Nintendo Switch, that's never going to be a thing. And then in-game battling with other players and NPCs. So, I mean, yeah, we're going to have NPC battles, obviously. The catching mechanics can be the same as Arceus, or you can choose to battle and do it in the traditional way. I think the choice would be kind of interesting, but I'd rather them just keep the same formula that we had in Pokemon Legends Arceus. I don't really know why they would want to change it. There's 3 types of Pokeballs available for sale. So the Pokeball, the Great Ball, and the Ultra Ball. However, you can gather apricorns along with other ingredients to create specialty balls, including the Master Ball. So I think that would be kind of cool. You'd be able to purchase balls, just like you can in Legends Arceus. Obviously, you can purchase balls, and then you can make them yourself. But yeah, I mean, I think that'd be cool if we could craft apricorn balls and stuff just like Kurt does. And then breeding is in the game. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't really scream real. A lot of it is just complete BS. I don't think this person really understands Pokemon that much for them to kind of say all these different things. But either way, let me know your thoughts on this rumor. Again, I'm saying it's completely false. I do not believe it for a second. Let me know your thoughts on everything else that we covered, Riddler-Coup stuff, and also the Pokemon Go stuff, everything like that. But thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, drop a like. Let's try and hit 500. As I say, leave a comment, subscribe if you're brand new, ring the notification bell for daily Pokemon content. Have a great rest of your day, and until next time, peace.